And we're back. Good afternoon, dear internet. I am Manny Frenzy. This is the Manicast. Glad you're here. We got a lot, and I mean a lot, of shit to talk about. It's been a nice break I've had. I've enjoyed it. But let's get right into the news! Now, our first story is coming from Toby Turner. Today, he tweeted out this blah 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 drama shit. Also in the news, Killer Keemstar. I know. Anyway, what has been happening with me? Let's start with the first thing. I got my Eagle Scout award. Very happy at that. I've been a Boy Scout for about 12 years now, and scouting in general for 12 years now. Very, very happy about that. Now, let's get on to the good stuff. Do y'all hear that? It's all in left field. That is a list of Manny's top 11 ridiculous conspiracy theories. Now, let's explain what my criteria is for this. It has to be a conspiracy. It has to involve a big event. It could be something made up. It has to involve something involving a large group, the Jesuits, the alleged New World Order, the Illuminati, government. It can be anything. Big business, big pharma. And it has to be ridiculous to the point that everyone looked at it once and said, that's fucking stupid. So, I am ready for today. Are you ready for today? Let's get started. Starting at number 11 on our countdown is Art Bell, the Devil's Toe Jam. Now, for those who don't know who Mr. Art Bell is, Art Bell was the creator of Coast to Coast AM, a show that talked the paranormal and conspiracies. How original. And occasionally he got calls from a guy known as J.C. Webster, who would constantly allege that he is the devil's mouthpiece. Now, I've shown some of these clips to a couple friends, and they are hilarious. They're hilarious because it shows the quintessential radical Christian who believes everything is satanic. If you don't believe me, just listen to this.
He's your on the air. Hello.
Hello? Is this our Bill?
Oh, my.
I finally got through. You cannot hold back the righteous might of the new revelation, not after what you perpetrated, you filthy beast. How dare you rebuke the word of the Lord? How dare you glorify and revel in the devil the way you did? Lord,
You will never get me on the stage.
it's time to fire the ovens for the queens and the queers and the reds and the Jews. All of them have to go.
Oh, man. Now, wait a minute. You want to repeat that one?
I said it's time to fire the ovens,
Ovens?
the queens and the coons and the reds and the Satanists and the Jews and all those who want to bring America down.
And you claim to be a godly person, and you're ready to burn up homosexuals, you're ready to burn people of different skin colors, you're ready to burn people of different religions?
To clean the face of America, to burn with righteous fire this land.
There's nothing righteous about what you just said. You know what you are? You're nothing but a lousy little bigot hiding behind God as some sort of...
His calls continue to Coast. His latest call was announcing that he was running for president in 2016 on behalf of the God Party. You know what I wish? I wish that either the Republican or the Democratic debates invited him over just so we could see J.C. Webster in the flesh and see what he has to think. I mean, we already see his commandments, thou shalt not do rock and roll. Well, judging by my playlist being 75% Korn, about 15% Marilyn Manson, 4% Nine Inch Nails, and 1% System of a Down, I think I'm going to hell. Anyway, the next one, number 10, is a good old meme that we all know and love. I'm just going to play a clip here, and you'll get the idea.
People, I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap. I'm sick of being social engineered. It's not funny.
Now, I sometimes wonder how Alex gets his stuff. I mean, the water turned the frogs gay. I think, if you're new here, I don't think I've ever explained my thoughts on conspiracies. Conspiracy theories can be interesting, they can be unique. My issue, though, with a lot of them is that they either are just ridiculous, they don't allow critique of the conspiracy theory, or they're just so outrageous that you just can't believe them. I believe there's been some evidence promoted that says the water's turning the frogs gay, and it's going to make you gay as well, but if the water was making people turn into dragons or their sonas, then you know what? I would believe that rather than I would the frogs becoming gay. Yeah, Bentley. My dog here. Bentley, what do you think of the frogs turning gay? What, Bentley? Give me an answer! You can't just not give me an answer and then just wag your tail. Here. Bit my nose if you think it's true. Bit my nose. He didn't move my nose. It's obviously not true. See? See, guys? We have Bentley on our side. Good old Bubba. Good boy. Now on to our next one. Number 9. Kanye West, Taylor Swift, VMAs. People might know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, let's play the footage.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
So if we don't know what happened, I have it on the audio. Basically, Taylor Swift won the award that year for Best Music Video. And Kanye West, being the ever defender of Beyonce, went up and declared Beyonce had the best video of all time. It kind of became a meme off of that. So that's another thing we're talking about here that became a meme. Anyway, what's so conspiratorial about this? There are people that believe that this was scripted by the VMAs in advance. Apparently, the proof is that they just shared an agent. And they used this to liven up the evening. And if they did do that, then hey, it worked. We're still talking about it. Years later, people are still mentioning it. It's still a meme. It's still everywhere all over the internet. Millions of views on YouTube. So, what's number 8? Let's go to number 8. The flat Earth moon is hologram. It's low on this list just because there are people that actually believe it, and it's not too ridiculous in my view. This one is just stupid. I mean, how can you believe that the Earth is flat? Well, unless you were in the 1400s, you have that excuse. You don't have the excuse in 2017 that the Earth is fucking flat. I mean, you just don't. I remember I was watching SportsCenter and they were talking about Kyrie Irving, the basketball player for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He is a fucking flat earther. And when he was asked, like, why, he just said, oh, you should look up for yourself. I want to know why you believe in the fucking flat earth theory, you dumbass. Tell me why you believe in the freaking flat earth. There's a lot of evidence that shows the earth is not fucking flat. How about we watch Felix Baumgartner's jump from... How far did he jump from? That jump he did from, like, the stratosphere, from space down to Earth? How far was that? You could see the curvature of the fucking planet. I want someone said the moon is a hologram, the moon landings are fake. If they are fake, just point this out here, if the moon landings were faked, or if the moon is a hologram, more specifically, how do we have moon rocks? I'm going to point out this thing that I remember I heard a couple days ago, and I thought I should mention it on the air. There was a show I was watching, and part of the show focused on this individual who was searching for the lost moon rock. Because for Apollo 17, they had a thing of moon rock that they would give to other countries. He eventually found the person who had it. It was the moon rock for Honduras. And with the help of our good old buddy Ross Perot, he got $5 million and was able to help him out. So in the end, I got the moon rock back to Honduras. So I want to know that too. If the moon's a hologram, how do we have moon rocks? You tell me. Now on to our next one that I discovered today. You guys know the singer Pink, right? Pink, right? So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. That Pink. Apparently he's a transgender man. I'm gonna let the evidence just play it for itself right here, because you all need to hear this man really explain to me how Pink is transgender.
What needs to be understood, there is a reason these type of people are propped up by those behind the scenes. A lot of people make videos covering the transgenders, and again, Hollywood, the music industry, and professional sports, of why those that own and control all of these entertainment industries are pushing these transgender. That needs to be known, and a lot of people, again, they don't go into detail about why they do what they do. But first off, let's take a look here at Pink, side by side with this Freemason during an initiation. You see the similarities, of course. You see the blindfold. You see the left breast being exposed. And of course, you see here the checkerboard on the leggings of Pink. Okay, let's take a look here as well when it comes to the goat god called Baphomet. It's very significant when it comes to, again, why certain people are propped up with these transgenders. Let's take a look here at this one image as I shown before. This is Baphomet once again, the transgender goat god of the Masons. As you can tell, the arms of a male, the breast of a female, and of course the goat's head. I'm going to get into more details about this after I show basically what it states here in the Bible. It states here in Matthew 25:33, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. This is Jesus separating the sheep from the goats. And as you can see here, the sheep go up towards heaven and the goats pointing towards hell. This is what it's all about. This is why, every little concept they do, these Masons know the Bible inside and out. Okay, it's not just pulled out of thin air. As you see here with this Masonic artwork, honorary member of every lodge in the world, leave it to me, and they show a goat. Okay, so make no mistake about it. When it comes to Freemasonry and the connection with Satanism, there is no doubt whatsoever. There's a lot of people in denial. Of course, lower level Masons are deceived, and they're going to reject this. You see here these Masons intermingling with all these goats at this feast table. You see here the goats leading the way. And again, a reference to the biblical verse here in Matthew where the sheep and the goats are separated, and the goats taking the left-hand path, basically. Same exact concept with Anton LaVey, with the left-hand path as well, the founder of the Satanic Church. And let's take a look here at Pink during this performance, again with the Masonic legging, with the black and white duality, checkerboard. Now I just flip this photo over. You can completely tell this is a man. This is the body of a man. They worked very hard to making him look like a female. But again, with those that have good discernment, which unfortunately is few, millions upon millions of people, if you try to explain to them that Pink is a man, they're going to reject it, of course. These people have been completely blinded by the Masons that own and control this world. They're not going to see it. Now again, the full name of Pink, real name, Alicia Beth Moore Bink 69, all about Masonry. As you can see here in this Masonic Lodge, again with the checkerboard and the 69, how everything is synchronized. As you can see here as well, the G, which represents a 33 as well. A through Z in the alphabet is 1 through 26. When you flip over the alphabet, you get to G again, it becomes a 33. But most importantly, with this video concept, with Pink.
So you all get the idea. This, my friends, is Russian Vids, your typical conspiracy theory channel, which invokes flat earth, gematria, finding out what your name adds up to, which is the stupidest thing in the world, this guy is not dead, this guy is transgender, fuck. Conspiracies everywhere! The Freemasons run the world. Oh, shit. The New World Order. The New World Order is here! Because they want to shatter your mind talking about Justin Bieber! It's pure evil! They're taking your soul, your intellect, and giving you Michael Jordan and Bieber! Sorry for going all Alex Jones on you, but this is Russian Vids. And it's your typical reaction, not reaction channel, I'm thinking of fucking Jinx. This is your typical conspiracy theory channel. Freemasonry, New World Order, Gematria, this person is not dead, this person is transgender, Flat Earth, Satanic, 666. And the other thing you find common with a lot of these conspiracy theory YouTube channels like Eric Dubay and Dinosaurs Don't Exist, we'll get to that later, is they have a system in which you can only comment on their videos, but it has to be approved by them. That's some of the stupidest things I've seen ever. I mean, if you're gonna tell me that I can comment on your video, but it has to be approved by you in 24 hours, and if you go to his video now, which I'm going to give you the title, the singer Pink is a man, transgender, satanic, Freemason, false idol, Baphomet worship. And if you go to the video now, comments are disabled for this video, and it's got 134,223 views. You know, while I'm at it, what other videos does this guy have? I've seen his Dale Sr. video, which is abysmal, and I'm gonna do that in full length later on. Come on, you computer. This is an old-ass computer. I want to see Freemasonry, fake news, and the flat earth, the false reality explained. 64,871 people are subscribed to this goddamn guy? You gotta be kidding me! What else? The music industry knows the earth is flat. Kurt Cobain and Nirvana exposed. Russian Mir space station re-entry hoax. Church of Satan high priest admits the police force and the U.S. military infiltrated with Satanists. How to watch YouTube videos with subtitles in the language of your choice. TV news is nothing more than a movie. The 4th of July and the occult of the bell exposed. What else can we find? Flat Earth debate on UK reality show Big Brother. Comedian Bill Murray mentions the Flat Earth on Twitter. The Flat Earth billboard mentions IPS, Mouth Powerland, and Eric Dubay. There he is again. Cornell and Paul McCartney admit in interviews that they are replacements. God, did you seriously... Are you bringing up the Paul is dead conspiracy? After it's been debunked for like 50 years now, I think? Russian Vids versus Joe Rogan and Mick West. Flat Earth versus Ball Earth and Evolution. Don't fuck with my man Joe Rogan. My man Joe Rogan will take your ass to school. The singer Kesha is a man. See? There it is again. There it is again. Now, some things are legitimate. Like, there's one over here. CNN caught staging a fake news report. And that is a legit concern, because there's actually video of them setting it up. So you could say, yeah, that's pretty bad. But it's one of those things in which everything is a hoax. This guy's a man. Flat Earth. It's just... It's crazy. It's crazy. Last, guys, I need a break real quick. Stay where you are. This is the Manicast. This break has been sponsored by Cheerwine. Cheerwine. 100 years of cheer. Born in a glass. Drinking by Dirks. Official soft drink of the Manicast.
To try and change the subject from J.C. Webster is now, this is tonight, a special declaration here on Coast to Coast AM. Everybody out there needs to listen. Open your ears. J.C. Webster, hereby with God's full endorsement, Jesus, Mary, and all the angels endorse J.C. Webster for president 2016. You have one choice. Vote for J.C. Save America.
Oh, my God. That's your prediction?
Yes, J.C. Webster will ascend to the presidency and will right this nation. and save America.
Oh, my God. What party,
And
JC?
Soviet Union and that damn Putin.
What party are you going to run with?
God's party.
The God
the
Party.
Klan party. We gotta fight Putin. That bastard. He's making a mockery of America.
Well, JC, don't be so sparse next time. Come back on the show.
And we're back. That was the clip I mentioned about J.C. Webster running for president. A clip from that call. I think, as someone who did support Donald Trump in the election, you have to admit that his administration is not being run as effective as Obama's was. Imagine a J.C. Webster administration. Now that would be fun. Alright, back to our ridiculous conspiracy theory list. Next one is probably one I don't know if anybody you've heard. It's called the Georgia Fake Snow Conspiracy. Now this was one in which some allege that the government dumped fake snow on Georgia. No one ever answered the question as to why the government would dump fake snow on Georgia, but they did anyway. And here's how this person proves that allegedly there's fake snow on Georgia. And I'll explain why it's stupid in a second.
Wow. Look at that. It's not dripping.
Snow doesn't act like that.
Whoa, what kind of snow is this? It's not melting, people. Look at this. Where are the drippings? And then it's black.
Looks like plastic.
Oh, what is that smell?
It smells like plastic.
Plastic.
It looks like it's plastic.
People.
You gotta be kidding me.
Look at this. Look at me.
So on the surface, this looks pretty damning. She's putting an open flame to the little snowball she has, and it's not melting. It's turning and it's just looking black. There's a smell of plastic. So on the surface, it looks damning. But if you know basic fucking science, then you'd know it's obviously fake. Because the snow is melting, but it appears not to. Because a direct flame makes it slush. The blackening she's looking at is soot. And the plastic smell, I can verify this. It's from your fucking lighter. Because I verify this because there are times where I've taken a marshmallow from my pantry and I'll put a lighter under it because I'm trying to make it crispy and like soft and nice and hot like you would if you put it in the open flame like a fire where you're making s'mores. It doesn't work because your hand would, if you have a lighter that you just splish your finger, the ones that like go from the top and not from like the long one, then it's gonna burn your finger after a little bit, and it doesn't work. And in there, the plastic smell is there. The burnt plastic smell is there. I can verify because I've done it before. It was quickly debunked, and it was a stupid conspiracy that it started, and it just didn't work, man. Just didn't work. Now, that is number 6. Now we're getting into the fun stuff. Number 5. Dinosaurs don't exist. I don't understand how you can say that dinosaurs don't exist. Have you ever been to a museum? Have you ever seen actual fossils? Have you seen soup? I've seen a copy of Zoo that was sent to the Mosh Museum in Jacksonville, Florida when I was over there for a bit. I've seen it. I'm going to play this. This is from the Joe Rogan Experience. It's paleontologist Trevor Valley debunking Eric Dubay. I mentioned him a little bit earlier, who is talking about Big Paleo. Just watch.
Hunter Earl Douglas sent 350 tons of excavated dinosaur bones to the Carnegie Museum of Natural History throughout his career, all coming from the Dinosaur National Monument in Utah.
Why do you think it's called the Dinosaur National Monument now?
Dr. Louis Chiappe and Dr. Lowell
It's
Dinglis
Chiappe,
supposedly
actually.
discovered thousands of dinosaur eggs at a site of only a few hundred square yards.
It was called the Tiniest
Many
Giants
experts have
exhibition.
mentioned how such finds of huge quantities of fossils in one area by just a few highly invested individuals goes against the laws of natural probability.
What the
and
fuck?
lends credence to the likelihood of forgeries or concentrated planting efforts.
Wrong. If you find a fossil,
Concentrated planting efforts.
Yeah,
what did they
yeah.
plant? What were the things that they planted?
Oh,
there's dinosaur bones that they planted?
What
were the dinosaur bones made out of?
Like resins. So that is actually an argument with these jackasses. It's like, okay, so big paleo, the big paleontologist, people like me.
Big paleo.
Big paleo.
Like big pharma.
Yeah, like big.
The guy schools him pretty good. That's Trevor Valley, by the way. Very good video. The whole video itself is 38 minutes long. I can't include it all because copyright, but you get the idea. Now we're going to the top. Now we're getting close to number one, y'all. We're getting close to number one. I'm excited. So number 4. I don't think I'm from this one. American Pie, Satanic Communists. So, to those who may be outside the United States, there's a song called American Pie written by Don McLean. I listened to it several times because I had to learn all the references and allusions to it in the song because it's about the day as I said, the music died. And I'm going to read this to you from OrwellToday.com. As soon as I read those words, the song American Pie jumped in my head and occurred to me that maybe what the song was about was the takeover of America by foreign elements. Upon looking up and reading the lyrics, my suspicion was more than confirmed. The lyrics appear to be about a satanic communist takeover of America after a nuclear explosion destroyed the ecosystem. First things first. Satanic communists. Let that sink into your head. Satanic communists. You know, I never as a Christian myself, I'm Roman Catholic. I never freaking got these people that those hardcore Christians that allege that everything is satanic. It freaking annoys the crap out of me. But let us keep going. The key phrases are, "Banners on the doorstep, the levee was dry, your mortal soul, when the king was looking down the jester stole his thorny crown, while Lenin read a book of Marx." To get a sense of what I'm talking about, read the lyrics below in prose and substitute the name America for Miss American Pie. And keep in mind that the day the music died is symbolic of the destruction of the United States as a free nation. And then it just posts the lyrics down and down again. And that's just what it is. Some people are amazed when they read how successful American Pie man Don McLean had been. Ba-da-da-da-da. And it's just a link of all this stuff. But yeah, first of all, satanic communists. Well, unless you have communists that are that have driven a satanic pentagram and they have Marx, Lenin, Stalin, and Khrushchev all in the pictures of them all in the pentagram, then you could say satanic communists. Hail Marx, let's seize the means of production. I guess. I just guess. I don't understand it. Secondly, what do they mean by the day the music died? Because the thing about American Pie is that it references a lot of stuff. Lennon read a book on Marx. The Day the Music Died. This is from Wikipedia itself. I'm using such scholarly sources. Alright. On February 3rd, 1959, rock and roll musicians Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and J.P. the Big Bopper Richardson were killed in a plane crash near the Clear Lake, Iowa, with pilot Roger Peterson. The event became known as the Day the Music Died, after singer-songwriter Don McLean so referred to it in his 1971 song, American Pie. So it's clearly bullshit! I mean, goddamn. Satanic communist. I'm speechless. Alright. From government takeover to people in government, this is number 3. The lizard people. Yes, the lizard people. The fucking lizard people! Lizard people! I don't even know how they get this idea that I'm about to find out myself. I'm about to find out my fucking self. 12 million people believe lizard people run our country. Here we go. How to spot reptilians running the U.S. government. This is from The Atlantic in 2013. What's not really surprising, there was a poll and 1 in 5 Americans believe that Obama was a cactus. Alright, about 12 million Americans, quote, know the United States government is run by lizard people, or to be specific, scientifically accurate, reptilians. I can't imagine. My fellow Americans. I don't condone this action. The lizard people in our government. Oh, shit. Rochelle! Alright. Let me see what this says. As UFO Chick writes at davidick.com, Ick is a prominent reptile theorist, as evidenced by his book At Right. Even if a person has compatible bloodlines, they will not become a reptilian unless a reptilian entity inhabits their body. Oh, here we go. This is what it is. Thousands of years ago, this is from Ick's book, David Ick's book. Thousands of years ago, the reptilian beings from the constellations Orion, Sirius, and Draco intervened on planet Earth and began interbreeding with humans. Not physically, however, but rather through the manipulation of human coding, or DNA. Ick states that it is no coincidence that humans have fundamental reptilian genetics within their brain. So, maybe we are all lizards in general? What the... I think it's ridiculous to suggest that lizard people lizard people run our government and that's the New World Order. I didn't know. Illuminati confirmed. I just don't know. Okay, we got 2 more to go. Number 2. This is my favorite. This one is the personal one, that's why it's up high. Dale Sr. not dead. And I believe if you watch the second Manicast, you will obviously know what I am talking about. Let's remind them, shall we?
Notice that it's the M&M car 36, and Dale Earnhardt's in 3. Supposedly he died in this wreck right here. What's interesting about 36 is that the NASCAR season is 36 races. The first race is the Daytona 500, which happened yesterday. It's the same race Dale Earnhardt died in 2001, the first race of the season. What's interesting about 36, if you follow my blog, you already know this. If you add up every single number up to 36, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, dot, 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 up to 36, it sums to 666, the infamous number 666.
You remember that shit, don't you? I covered the last Manicast on that specific one, and the other guy I mentioned, Russian Vids, he made one himself. 2 of them. So that's one I want to cover next time around. So we'll get a fun damn time. I tried to find the video on YouTube, actually. I didn't know if I had the MP3 for it still. I do actually find it when I was making this. And guess what? I can't find the video anywhere. I've Googled it in different ways. I've searched it on YouTube. I can't find it anywhere. So either this guy's channel is gone finally, or his video is gone because it's a fucking piece of shit video. Let's remember, guys, though, NASCAR is pretty satanic. Okay, there's unqualifying. Give me the green flag. Lucifer! Green flag begins. Oh, the race is starting. Oh, hail Satan. Satan. Dale's winning. Satan did this one, Dale Jr. No, I am not responsible if someone comes into your house as you're watching this and starts throwing holy water at you. Just to let you know I'm not responsible for anything that happens. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our honorable mentions. I have a couple. My first one is, of course, insert blank celebrity is still alive. I know I just covered Dale Sr. number 2, but you see a lot of these everywhere. Michael Jackson's still alive. Elvis Presley's still alive. Really with little to no proof I've seen. 9/11's an inside job. This one's kind of a meme already. I have it up here actually. I have read the 9/11 Commission, which was a bad investigation to begin with. I've read the 9/11 Commission, and everyone has been consistent with the fact that it was a terrorist attack. Let's just stop with it already. What else do we got here? The Area 51 caller. Anyone know what that is? Do you want to know?
They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay, okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now aren't.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Y'all get the idea, basically. This was done on the September 11th, 1997 edition of Coast to Coast AM. It was the Area 51 caller line. If you were an employee of Area 51, or a former employee, or a current employee, I think I'm treating myself there, you had to call. And this guy called. He actually played his role pretty well, and the thing is, that's creepy about this is that the satellite shut down. His show was off the air for a minute or a couple of minutes. And then he got stuff like, Art got stuff all saying, our phones went dead. And the thing about this call is that Art later said that it ends with him screaming, and there was with him screaming. So it was done well. Then the guy who called in calls in a 1998 edition of Coast to Coast, and he says, "I'm the caller," and he does a little imitation for him, and then it starts this conspiracy that the FBI got him, or whatever. The FBI got him, or some group, some big government group, that made him call again, and they either just took him out, or it's not him, it's a fake. The thing is, though, there's an interview on a show called Fade to Black on the Dark Matter Network, and the guy reveals his name to be Brian J.L. Glass. He's a comic book writer, and he actually explains that he got the idea to do it. It was from his comics that he had written. So he was great at it, and there are people that still believe, even after he did that interview, that it's not him. You know what I want to do? This is an idea I've had for a long time. Since it's coming this September 11th, it will be the 20th anniversary of that very, very famous call. I'd like to have him on the Manicast. I would love to talk to him. I'd love to ask some questions, too. So, I gotta contact him, but Brian J.L. Glass, if you're ever listening, contact me if you can. The Twitter is Manny Growy Durgan if you can, and my email. I'm actually not gonna get that out on the air. I've given it out too many times. People know it. But, Brian, I would love to have you on. And our last honorable mention is anything involving gematria. I have said this before, but whatever your name adds up to means fucking nothing. It means nothing. It can equal 666. Doesn't fucking matter. It just doesn't fucking matter. Get it through your heads. Now, are y'all ready for number one? Are you all ready? You better be ready, because this one, it takes the fucking cake. And the number one of my ridiculous conspiracy theory is nuclear bukkake by the Jesuits.
We have an emergency. The Jesuits are about to launch a nuclear bomb that has semen in it that will infect everyone. We need our scientists all over the world to help us stop this bomb. And also, it's going to be like Jesuit bukkake and a nuclear bomb, and it's headed towards Canada, where Judge Terrance Jenkins is right now. Any scientists out there that can help us stop this bomb, or come up with some sort of spermicide that will counter all the germs that are going to come out of this bomb, contact Judge Terrance Jenkins at...
You heard that right, people. This I found through Tosh.0. I was watching Tosh.0 one night, and this was the video they played for the commercial break, and I couldn't figure out what it was called, so I literally had to Google Jesuit bukkake. So, who is this person? This is Gail Shord Schuler. This was published on the 20th of December, 2011. Here's something that's in the description. You think this is wild? Wait till the rapture happens. You haven't seen anything yet. The things will really get interesting. After the rapture, the Antichrist Nukakis and his computer genius will become much more brazen and vulgar. The bomb did it, Canada, but God did a miracle for Canada and Terrance Jenkins. See my video about Terrance Jenkins dying coming back from heaven. He died from the AIDS virus he caught from the Nukaki bomb, but God brought him back and also cleaned up Canada for us. The Jesuits admit themselves what they did at their website. Blah. So yeah, I guess the Jesuits have enough funding somehow. They have enough money to secretly make a nuclear bomb, put their semen in it, and somehow have it go to Canada without anybody noticing. If anyone knows, this person has schizophrenia. I posted this in my friend Saint's Discord server, and he mentioned to me that we were talking about it, and he mentioned to me that she believes that she's married to 23 people, including Jesus and Data from Star Trek. And she also has apparently brain-to-brain communications with Putin. Maybe she directed Putin to have that meeting with the president again. Undisclosed meeting. Yes, but that I found, and it is certain that is the most ridiculous thing I have heard from a conspiracy ever. Now, she has schizophrenia, so it's one of those things where it's why she thinks that way. She has schizophrenia. She is a bit crazy, and it is what it is. But seriously, though, new cocky. I just gotta say this real quick. I mean, our technology is one of the best technology in the world right now, because we have the iPhones. We could be having artificial intelligence soon. Wouldn't putting your semen or bodily fluids into the nuclear bomb, wouldn't that mess up the composition of a nuclear bomb? I don't know. Draw your own conclusions. That has been Manny's top 11 ridiculous conspiracy theories. Let us review what we have. Number 11, Art Bell, the Devil's Toe Jam. Number 10, the frogs are turning gay. Number 9, Kanye West, Taylor Swift, VMA was an inside job. Number 8, Flat Earth, Moon is a hologram. Number 7, Pink is transgender. 6, Georgia has fake snow. The government did it. Number 5, dinosaurs don't exist. Number 4, American Pie is signaling that satanic communists are coming to take over America. 3, the lizard people run our government. Number 2, Dale Earnhardt Sr. is not dead. And number 1 is new cocky. New cocky. I had a lot of fun compiling that list, let me tell you. God damn, the internet's a great place, and it allows us to find stuff like this. That's all I gotta say, folks. And that's all I have for today's Manicast, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have surely enjoyed the show. Please make sure you subscribe if you want to see more Manicast, and make sure you hit that like button. Also, my Twitter. You should follow me on Twitter. It is Manny Growy Durgan, biggest podcaster around. And I also gotta say real quick, I mentioned in the last one that it was in a NASCAR YouTube series with YouTuber Kamikaze Games. I love you. And I want to race in there. I'm gonna put the link to that in the description so you all can check it out. My car is beautiful. But that is all for today's Manicast. I hope you have enjoyed this show, and as always, have a nice day. This is Manny. It is currently the 19th of July, 2017. Have an amazing Wednesday. Have a great week. Till then, I'll see you next time. Toodles.